Simmons gets around Howard inside. Josh Richardson. He shoots it. It's good. Berkman. Yeah! Wow!
This is Real Talk with the one and only Dr. Julius Erving. How are you, Julius?
Good, Brian. Nice to see you.
Julius, you've had so many iconic signature plays over the course of your career. Let's focus on two of them, most prominently against one of the arch rivals from the 76ers back in the 1980s, the Los Angeles Lakers. The first one coming up in the NBA Finals in 1980.
84 Sixers, and they get inside.
It was during the finals. So I remember a series of photographs being taken, like 5 shots from the time I took the dribble and went past Mark Landsberger to the middle area where nobody was there, and then suddenly Kareem is there, kind of being trapped on the baseline and seeing an opening and reaching back in and flipping the ball up and then falling on the ground. And the part I liked best was, just kind of, getting up and running back on defense instead of celebrating the moment, the way, all the celebration happens now. So it just seemed like just another stroll to the basket.
And then the second one, of course, is this one from January of 1983, again against LA.
Got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
This was classic posterization. And I can, Michael Cooper and I both coaching the Big Three basketball league right now, Ice Cube League. And we get to laugh about it, sometimes he'll be sitting in the hallway and I'll walk by and be like, I ain't scared of you, man. I ain't scared of you. And this is like all these years later. It's like, man, that was like 1980. We're just glad to be alive and breathing and enjoying ourselves. But this is not about fear. But he is also going to record and say, if I was going to get posterized now, let it be you. Because this poster can live forever and it'll keep me in people's minds forever too.
It seems like when players are attacking the rack, there's some sort of spontaneity and improvisation to the move and the finish that's ultimately made. What were your muses? Because you could go at the rim and attack in so many different ways.
Well, even though it's still only 2 points, I think you get extra points if you're a little guy. Not that I'm a little guy, but this guy's a much bigger guy. And he's like 7'4". So you go in at 6'6", there's a little extra adrenaline needed to make it work and to pull it off. And in that instance, and I think that was Mark Eaton, and I remember him blocking my shot without jumping once. I got past somebody, and I go to flip it up, and he's standing there, and he just swats at it, and he never even jumps. So this particular time, this was a little bit of payback. And I'm glad to be seeing it all these years later.
In wrapping this up, I got to ask, what's it like when you go back, and I know you've done it a number of times, and you see highlights of yourself, and there's some of the most prominent, poignant moments, certainly in 76ers franchise history, but also in the history of the NBA.
Well, I try not to live my life going backwards. I try to go forward and maybe visualize and believe that tomorrow could be the best day of my life. So my perspective about basketball and basketball history and my place in basketball history is as a humble servant to the game. I wanted somebody told me, anytime you go into a job situation, let the situation be better after you leave than it was before you got there. So I try to approach basketball that way. Hopefully the game of basketball is better because I was of service to it, and it's better after I leave because I was there.
Undoubtedly so. Dr. Julius Erving, thanks so much for some real talk.